Hey, today is Monday, January the 24th, and it's great to see you once again. When was the last time you did a puzzle? Has it been a long time, maybe since you were a kid? Or are you a puzzle person? I know there's a lot of people that just like to do puzzles, sitting down and doing something that doesn't take a whole lot of thinking, but you're looking at the different pieces and trying to match them up. Now, people that love to do puzzles also talk about doing them with friends or family and just the easy conversation that sitting around doing a puzzle together just sparks the conversation, helps it to flow, a little bit more naturally. But if you've ever done a really complicated puzzle, maybe a 1,000-piece puzzle, or maybe a puzzle that the colors are hard to separate and the strategy is a little bit more complicated, and it takes hours and sometimes days, and sometimes you'll come and you'll go and you'll continue to work on it. And the strategy is to do the outside first because they all have flat corners, and then you group the different colors together next, and you're working through this puzzle. And then as you're getting ready to finish it, you realize there's a piece missing. How frustrating is that? You spent all this time and there's a piece missing. Where is it? I don't know. Whoever did it before must have lost it, or something must have happened, but you're missing that one piece that would have completed the puzzle. If you're in church yesterday, our second lesson from 1 Corinthians, Paul is describing us, followers of Christ, we as Christians, not using this metaphor, this image of a puzzle, but as an image, a metaphor of the human body. And Paul talks about how if one part of our body is suffering, if our ankle is twisted, it just impacts everything about us. You roll an ankle, you're so much more likely to roll the other ankle. Or if you have a pain in your back, just how often it seems to just connect with different parts of your body. Our body, even though there's a lot of different parts to it, you have eyes and ears and fingers, and there's a lot that makes us who we are, but our body, even though it's many separate parts, we're all connected. And Paul uses this image of the body as a way to describe who we are as followers, that we're all connected. We as followers of Christ, it doesn't matter if you're a Lutheran or Catholic, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what church you belong to, we are all connected as one body of Christ. And when part of the church is suffering, when part of us as followers has fallen and we're lagging behind, it impacts every single part of the church. It impacts every part of who we are as Christians. Now, I know, the last couple of years, it's been rough, and especially with this latest Omicron spike, this latest surge. As I look at it, it's been rough here the last month or so, but as we're looking at maybe the numbers and the cases beginning to fall, and there's people talking about, hopefully maybe this is the last of these new variants that causes such a disruption in our lives and who we are as people. The optimist in me says that the days and the months and the years ahead, we've got good times ahead of us. And I know many Christians out there have kind of fallen out of the habit of going to church, And if that's you, you're not alone, especially as we've been a lot more careful about, not wanting to be with people and limiting the number of big spaces and big crowds that we surround ourselves with. Some people used to be regular Sunday-going church members, and they've gotten out of the habit, and maybe they'll watch church on the internet or on TV, and then that's just kind of how they have fed their faith and their souls. But, I didn't come up with this, but you may have seen this. What's missing here? You have CH and then two letters and then CH again. And I love this. It's a great illustration. Like I said, I didn't come up with it, but you are. And as Christians, as followers of Christ, we need you. As Christians and a part of a Lutheran church, but it doesn't matter what church you belong to. If you're here in Hooper and you haven't been going to church, come back, come and worship with us at Redeemer. But no matter where you are, if you've got a church and you haven't been there in a long time, it's time to get back at it, because the church and And Christ needs you. With you involved and with you at church, being a regular member, you make the faith, you make the church stronger. So get back to church. We miss you. The church misses you. We are stronger when you are here because you make us whole. And without you, we're suffering. So thank you once again for stopping in for this weekly devotion. I hope you get back to church. I hope your faith continues to grow as you strive to follow in Jesus' footsteps.